The great thing about Watch Dogs Legion is that you can literally recruit anybody in London. And instead of choosing the young whippersnappers of today, I opted for experience over the intemperance of youth. And who better to operate in an advanced technological society where CCTV watches everyone? That's right, your local granny, Zoe. But before we give the pensioner squad an important mission, I felt it was appropriate to get into character a little bit, find out what she can do and set the scene. But we will swap to a more narrated tale of Granny's adventures once we get the initial hilarity out my system, that is. So please just indulge me for a few moments. Excuse me, Sonny. I'm looking for my car. My mum has a very old lady kind of sound whenever she talks. She's always like, I've told you before, I don't want you doing that in my presence. Come on, dear. Ah! Right. Here is my car. Oh, dead sick. Oh, look at that. The oppressed. Now then, Sonny, I've got something to tell you. Oh!
We're being contacted by a potential recruit.
Push!
Come through now. I'm in your debt.
If you truly want to repair us, why don't you join DedSec? We could use you.
Let's get out of here. Would you like to see how a granny drives? I will show you. What do you think? You think that when you get to my age, that we don't follow the rules of the road? You're absolutely right. We'll be dead soon. We'll just get on with it. May as well put our foot down while the foot still works. Oh, sorry about that. It's my gout, it's playing up again. Excuse me, dearies. As the crow flies, that's how we're doing it. Oh, no. I will be alright. We'll be okay, keep going. Come on, put your foot down. There we go. Don't mind the sparks, it's just a very happy car. oh man, did not expect that. I find myself a nice little parking spot. Oh goodness gracious. I may have been to the toilet while I was in the car. That's why we're walking like this. As it would happen, Granny Zoe had all the makings of a DedSec agent. And even though she had a slight gambling problem, we would have to play to her strengths because, as it would turn out, let's just say she has been discovering the limitations of the advancing years. Right, Granny, can you climb? Oh, you know you can. Get up there. Get up there. Get your old wrinkly ass up there. Come on. Oh my god. Slap you, Sonny. Ah! This isn't looking good. So that brings us to the caper which Zoe was about to pull off with masterful precision. You see, instead of doing missions which advance the cause of DedSec and bring down the man, there are only two things which really interest our granny. One is money, and the other is, okay, it's still money, but we sent her to pick up tech points for skill advancement, and those allow her to acquire more money, so it's all the same. Anyway, Zoe knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew where to get it. And when you get to her age, you rack up a lot of enemies with people having a very good idea of what she looks like. So being unable to work out how to get through the front gate, Zoe parked up against the wall, slipped a couple discs in her lower back, but made the climb, whipped out an old dish towel and tied it over her head for the quintessential pensioner ninja aesthetic. With guards all around her, she would need cover, and our crafty granny used her surroundings perfectly. Although she was concerned about ever straightening up once assuming a crouched position, because her back had locked her into a fixed place with there being only two ways to correct it. One was a good chiropractor, and the other, fear of being shot in her recently replaced pelvis. She then realised that she'd gone the wrong way and had unwittingly walked straight into an Albion Security guard. At this point, all she wanted to do was escape, but then Zoe's recognition of her failure to unlock that front gate via the red box meant that she was trapped. But by sheer dumb luck of the air drone opening that front gate to arrest her, she then gave it a quick zap and proceeded to escape. After a quick call to DedSec tech support, Zoe worked out how to look through the surveillance cameras and then knew that she could not be stealthy. She could not beat her enemies in an all-out fight, leaving her with only one option. Make the enemy feel what it was like to be in a world war, and then drop the pain.
Get used to this.
Detected strip. Any sign of the target? Anyone? Somebody help the officer. Over.
Landing the drone from her successful bombing run, Zoe went inside. But the guards were not about to let her walk out with that loot so easily, which is why she brought a pair of knuckle dusters with 100,000 volts jammed right through them. The spider bot discovered the tech points and it was time to leave, but Zoe was always one to sniff out extra cash lying about and opened the safe with ease. It was getting dark at this point and she had missed her afternoon nap, so it was time to put up her feet with a cup of tea. And okay, she hit the casinos, but the next day Zoe was aching all over from the heist and decided that her next job would be done as much as possible from within any transport that she was using, and she didn't care if that was outside or inside. Zoe had lost quite a lot on the roulette table last night, so she wasn't about to give up on this job. However, squeezing through that hole would require a completely different vehicle. Now, the plan was to remotely hack a keycard from one of the guards while remaining close by to them, but it's usually meant to be done without them seeing you. This was turning into a disaster, and Zoe could feel her life ebbing away. So she hoisted herself up to the roof, spotted some tech points, successfully opened the door for once in her miserable life, and then called it a day. Well, almost.
Be mindful of your music volume. It is illegal to distract others with disruptive noise.
Yes, the life of being in the pensioner squad is an eventful but creative one. It's not without its challenges though. Combat skills are non-existent, you can't run very fast, and you walk like you didn't make it to the bathroom in time. But despite the fact that sometimes the driving skills are to be desired, it is actually quite challenging to travel at speed for any length of time without hitting something. And that's how I'm going to wrap up this video, with a beautiful, unbroken, watch time stretching ending of me managing not to crash despite doing some very ill-advised techniques. I've been Dragtag, the greatest gutter tier gamer on the face of this earth, and this was Watch Dogs Legion. Goodbye.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Count blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with
The largest